What's going on, Omega Nation? It is your boy, Omega 500, aka Dizzle D, the rapper. And today, I'm going to be doing something I've kind of thought of for like today. And that is ranking all the Star Wars, the Atkinson Chronicles episodes. So I got the whole playlist right here. You see that? we're going to rank all 10 episodes. This does not include specials, because those specials were going to be in different seasons. So, right now, I'm be ranking all 10 of these episodes from best to worst. So, I just rewatched all of them because I was going to do this earlier today, and I didn't have time. I had to rewatch all 10 of these episodes just to give out, what I like about I did work on these, what I didn't like, and which one's my favorite, one of my favorites. So, first one we're going to talk about is this one. Not that, this one. The Fate of Dalton Atkinson. Now, this episode, I really enjoyed this because it gives the story that I wanted to tell for a long time. My story, an upcoming villain story, like how he plays in this whole story. And I realized watching all these episodes, man, I feel like I'm changing a bit of the story. Because, it says Darth Marlin comes in 2018. And as you saw the teaser, Darth Marlin's coming in, Life Day. So, by the time that episode is, the next day is going to be, the day after Life Day. So, I'll still try to make it make sense to him saying, I will come back in 2018. Because you'll see, it's not gonna go in against, Atkinson canon, as I call it, which is called the Atkinson verse, as I call it, which Atkinson verse is, it's my new thing. So basically, the Atkinson verse is that, it's part of Star Wars movies, shows, and I'm not gonna say books because I haven't read all the books yet. So I don't know. I guess I could look it up. So it's basically, mostly between the movies, the shows, and the video games. That's normal. I think the canon games, there's only a few of them out because I played most of the Legend games already back on the PS2 and the Wii days. So, yeah, man. So this episode, start getting off topic. This episode was really good because, it's building up my character a lot. That's why it's called The Fate of Dalton Atkinson. You're going to see more of my character being developed with the villain. Who he is. Why does he want to gain power with Plagueis? And all of those things. What does Plagueis want with Darth Marlin, and what does he want with, Dr. Lenore? And why does Darth Marlin want me as an apprentice? Why me? Does he know me in person? So you don't know yet. This is the possibilities of who he could be. So I really like this episode. It has full of action. I really like how I did all the action between Ahsoka and Anakin versus Asajj Ventress. Where Mark and Gina was fighting the battle droids with me. I like that part. The flashbacks. Well, it's not really flashback, but the visions I saw of Darth Marlin rising to power. That was cool. I didn't understand it. Just to let you know, I don't understand what's going on. They're just visions. Sometimes people can't understand visions. You know what I mean? And the duel is probably my favorite lightsaber duel of all time because it's just, the music maybe not original, but I want it to be something menacing. Darth Marlin is a menace, or Plagueis could be. I mean, I don't really know, but not to go against what the Phantom Menace being about Palpatine. He's the Phantom Menace, not Darth Maul. So that's why it's called the Phantom Menace, because the Sith are rising and it's Palpatine's vision. So yeah, pretty good episode. I give it 5 stars out of 5. I did pretty good in this episode. So the next second best, I would have to say, is trying to think. I would say, The Underworld Strikes Back. So this episode, I really like this episode a lot because I think I'm getting this right. I'm not watching. This is just a playlist on YouTube. It's just telling me like all the stuff. This episode, this had a lot of good action. I love that I got to use the Bad Batch characters, which are in my tub, and I really wanted to use something for the Bad Batch. I really wanted to introduce them to the show, what they'd be like with Gerald, and how would they be like with me. So that was really good because I just really enjoyed it. I really did. It has some, Gordon McCole, you'll see more of him in future episodes. He was an interesting character that I've made for over a couple years. And, where I rap, that was like fan service for me and to you guys. So that was really good. I give that episode 5 out of 5 stars. Next episode I'm going to say I did was, let me find it. Aggressive Negotiations. So this episode was about the Battle of Kashyyyk, the first battle. So basically the Republic needs a treaty for a base on Kashyyyk. So, they have more resourceables, and everything. And that's where Yoda gets his, good relations with the Wookiees. Because I helped. Me and Padme. So, that was really good key moments for Star Wars, I believe. And, a lot of action. And a Drake and Josh reference, which is like, whoa, just take it easy, man. That's from the episode where Drake and Josh are in a movie, and people think Josh, when he played that documentary of a fake robber, the movie, the theater, what was it? Some type of movie theater thief, and people thought Josh Peck played, who is Josh Nichols. They thought he was the killer because of the TV episode, because he looked just like him. So that's the reference from that. I used that. I thought that was pretty funny. I wanted to use something 2000s kids would understand, because I was a 2000s kid. I was born in 2000. So that was pretty good. The story was good. You got to see a little bit of background between me and Gerald, how we met. That was cool. The duel with Grievous. We didn't see much of it because I wanted to focus on more on the action of the battle, because I really wanted to do a big battle. And that's why I bought a ton of clone troopers and a ton of battle droids on Amazon and eBay. So that was a good one. I give that episode, I give it 5 out of 5 stars, that one too. Next episode, I'm going to say Too Fast, Too Curious. So that episode was about, the investigation. I'm on the date with Ashley, right? And I'm getting to know her about her plan, what her plan is. I think it's good development as a character for me. So I get to know her, and I reveal myself, letting her know I'm not going to turn you in because you're actually a good person. You're just confused. I am too. And you'll see more of why she's confused in the future. I'm not going to speak why, but it has to do with what's similar with me. So I'm gonna let y'all find out what that is. So I want y'all post comments down below if you thinking what Ashley Dawson might have something wrong with her, why she's so confused. So but don't post comments yet, because there's another question I want to ask you guys. So yeah, this was really good. There was the action at the end was pretty cool. The Dooku versus Anakin theme was in it from the Clone Wars movie, which is in my top 10 favorite lightsaber duels in Star Wars. I really liked that movie. It was underrated. And, I liked it. It was pretty cool. So I give it 5 out of 5. I know it's saying 5 out of 5, but you'll see the rest. You'll see where it comes to the rest. So, now next episode, I'm going to say Life Day and Pearl. This episode was about Life Day or Christmas in Star Wars. So, this episode had to do with me going grocery shopping at Walmart. Actually, no, that's not it. Actually, the next episode I want to talk about Sith Assassin. That's my bad. So, Sith Assassin is where I go to grocery shopping at Walmart, and Asajj Ventress is assigned to take me into custody. And there's a lot of flirting going on, and people are wondering, oh my god, Omega 500, you're cheating on Ahsoka, you're flirting with another woman. Yeah, I fucked up big time. I was going crazy in my head. I wasn't writing this well. So, actually, no. Life Day and Pearl is actually before that. So, Life Day and Pearl, like I said, going to grocery shopping, getting Christmas food and everything. And Ventress captures me from saving me from the bounty hunters, and she tells me that everybody's dead. I know. And, there's a sex scene. You don't see sex scene, but you clearly see that we're both in bed. And meanwhile, Gerald and Rex are going to find out what happened to me, right? And then the plan was Dooku wants to invade Earth, and you'll see in season 2 why he wants to invade. So I give this episode, it's not an action-packed episode. I would give this 4 out of 5. So the next one is Sith Assassin. Like I said, going grocery shopping. Ventress comes in, flirting. Duel was short. It was okay. I give it 3 out of 5. In my opinion, it was all right. So the next one I would say is A Fast and Furious Journey. This episode was about me going undercover in the beginning, me racing against Ashley Dawson and Gina Gray. There was the scenes I was used in Star Wars Racer Revenge. Shout out to Darth Coda, he helped me with this episode. I just record the gameplay in a share play, and I just record him playing the game, getting the good clips in it and whatnot. So I thank him a lot for that. I give this 4 out of 5. So, yeah. Next episode we're going to talk about is, I'm going to say, Sith's assassination attempt. This episode did not have that much action, but it did have a lot of humor in it. The humor in it was good. How Anakin finds out about Ahsoka and me dating. I feel like it was too early for him to know. But then again, you'll see the more of the trust between me and Anakin have. Because, Anakin's my favorite character. So, I want to explain how we get a good relationship. As friends. So, I give this episode, I give it 2 out of 5 stars. This was okay. So, yeah. The next one, so these are a tie. These two are the least favorite episodes I've ever made. And it's hard to decide which one's going to be at the second last place. So I'm going to say, an Atkinson plan. This episode, hardly any action, only lasted for 5 seconds. Basically, I'm trying to stop the transporter from escaping with bounty hunters and everything. And it was not great, in my opinion. A lot of people think it was. I didn't like it at all. It was rushed. I rushed the date. It wasn't that interesting in my opinion. I could have made it better, but all in all that, the CGI was good and everything. The blaster fire was, all I had until I bought the other CGI I bought on here on the iPad. I'd give this episode 1 star. 1 star. Actually, yeah, 1 star. Actually 2, because the visuals were great. So, my least favorite episode is A Gangster's Paradise. This was the first episode I ever did. This came out in January 20th, 2020. So this was way before fucking COVID hit. Because COVID hit in March, and my birthday was coming up then. And I couldn't go to Dave & Buster's. So, I just got pizza and watched Family Feud at home. So this episode, a lot of stuttering in it because I didn't write the script. I was just thinking in my head. I was stuttering a lot with the characters, and just the special effects. I didn't really have any Play-Doh for blood yet because I was using bricks, and just overall, the episode felt like an early 2000s stop motion, Lego stop motion. It just wasn't that great, in my opinion. I give it 1 star, just because, the only thing I liked about it was where Gerald and I talked to the clone troopers. And here's a fun fact. A lot of you might want to know, who was that clone that said, "Hey, this guy's funny as hell"? So that clone is... It's I'm gonna say I think it's Chase. So Chase is the one that says it, but I haven't introduced them as characters yet until the anthologies of Captain Gerald. So you're gonna see Chad and Chase in season 2 mentioned. So you'll see them in there because I didn't develop them yet; they weren't even created yet. So, anyways, man, post comments down below. Let me know what your favorite episode is, or hell, you can just tell me all your best to least, or you can just tell me what your favorite episode is in all of season 1. So I like to hear y'all's opinion on which one y'all think is the best one. What was y'all least favorite, or what's y'all's top 10 favorite to least favorite? I like to know. So yeah, I like to know what you guys think. This is my opinion. It's my show. I feel like I should judge these episodes here. And yeah, I'm gonna do this for season 2 as well, and Captain Gerald's series. I feel like it's interesting to do. That way, I learn my criticism. Like, if there's something I don't like, then the next episode I do better. That's what's good about these. Because the pilot, for a reason, it started off slow. It was too short. Look at this, 4 minutes and 14 seconds long. That's not much. It's like, yeah, as a director and a content creator, you learn from your old mistakes and your old videos, and you do something better for it. So, y'all making videos, make sure you watch your old videos, learn from what you're doing, and learn how to make your content better so you would get more views and more subs. That's what I have a tip for y'all. So, anyways, post comments down below. Let me know what y'all's favorite episode is, or your top 10, your whatever. It don't matter. Let it be this topic. I kind of really want you guys to know what it is, and I'll reply back and say, I'll be fair with you guys. It's y'all's opinion. I gave y'all mine. I'll reply to you guys if yours is different. Like, if it's interesting for me to say, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.